save this one. Divine Ones, circle around him. May this amulet preserve his calm.
Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Get out of the way.
Target lined up! Clear off! Damn it! What's going on?
I've nothing to reward you with, except my thanks.
I will claim my reward elsewhere. The seer sends this amulet. His visions show you are in need of protection.
Why would I need this piece of junk?
Just take it so we can conclude our business.
Fine. I suppose wearing it will make my mother happy.
That is all 3 amulets given out. Now to return to the seer.
Setine! Chios et
Nachte, Hirt en Berg.
Out of the way!
May the greatest of masters of craftsmen forgive me. I was sure it was he who had brought down the curse upon Memphis.
Many thought the same. It is no mark against you.
By chance, I spoke to a priest of Anubis at the temple one day when I went to give worship. He whispered darkly into my ear about Pasherempta. Hinted at abomination of... May the greatest of masters of craftsmen forgive me. I was sure it was he who had brought down the curse upon Memphis.
Many thought the same.
Have you delivered the amulets?
Yes. One arrived too late to protect its bearer.
Which?
The adventurer. He met a lonely end, bitten by a snake.
This is sad news. All the same, I consider your debt paid. A sacred island lies farther in the embrace of Mother Nile. Bring me there, and I will tear aside the curtain that shrouds your nightmares. Now, deliver. Tell me what you saw.
I saw what has lain behind my eyes every night for the past year. It begins with a sandstorm. I rise to my feet and walk a corridor of ruins, passing into the Hall of Judgment. There, a twin of myself places a black stone heart onto the scales of my art. It is then that the god snake strikes. Larger than reason. A bow of light appears in my hands. I fight the snake.
Let us begin again.
A bow of light appears in my hands. I fight the snake and win, though not without injury. Then I rise to dark, choking waters, to surface among lotus flowers. I claim my lost heart from an altar, and travel to the field of reeds. In the distance, I see my son. When I reach for him, he turns to ashes.
Thus is your true seeing unbound. Here, the sacred island awaits our coming. Deliverer, would you be free of the curse that plagues your sleep? There is a ritual that will banish it from your mind forever.
Yes. Do it then.
Go beneath the waters south of here, and bring up the statue of Gnome from the sunken temple of Ramses. With this likeness of the great potter to hand, the ritual can be performed.
statue. I will bring it back to the seer. Here is the statue.
Hnum, sculptor of children. He will battle Apep in your place. This ritual needs your mind's strength. Sit by my side and meditate as I speak with the gods. Grow, O light! Come forth, O light! Rise! O light, ascend! O light! You who are without, come in! O darkness, remove yourself from his eyes. O God of seeing, bring in the light to him. O Apep, who coils in the abyss, be turned aside. Devoid of moisture, come forth from the stream. As your sail bends to yesterday, accept him as a passenger on your divine ship. Gnum, stand beside him and be his champion.
The seer is gone. How did he leave the island? Yeah. Whoa.
Out of the way!
Sabe, Shemeni Nesu, Tanate. Army is gone. Sam. Abi.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, what?
all the gods. Have they sent a message from the sky? It's as if Ra has descended upon us. Whoa. Yeah.
The bent tomb of Sneferu.
Whoa. 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 The fireball has revealed an entrance to this tomb. This is a sign from the gods. Could this be referring to a sundial? I wonder. This number seems important. This number seems important. This number seems... This must be the sundial that was depicted in the tomb. This number seems important. This number seems important. Seems to be working. This number seems important. This number seems important. Seems to be working. It is reacting. seems to be working. Lights shining up to the gods. By Ra, what have I done? I should check the tomb. Oh, you doorkeepers who guard your portals, who swallow souls and who gulp down the corpses of the dead. What a journey I have made. The things I have seen. I am but one of you. Whoa.
Him is me! What an idiot!
Someone has been here recently. Something must be behind here. It's blocked. There must be some way through. The tracks here are fresh. There must be another way inside the tomb.
Hier, na goed, Mr. Hart.
Try to cut him off!
Should be clear now. This room. This is where my quest began. Someone has taken great care of this chamber. My life was undone here. Yet now there's a shrine, a memorial where none should be. Could this be for Rutjek? None could care for that snake that began this twisted quest, could they? Rutjek's arrow. I marked his name off my list with this. Now it sits on the ground, forgotten.
sealed this room. The smell of the blood I spilled still lingers here.
A mummified heron. A resurrection? No. Whoever did this must have known of Rudjek's place in the Order. Rudjek does not deserve a tomb. But this is an insult. This tomb was made for a pharaoh. Whoever did this has defiled this place. Rudjek's mask. I barely remember what happened after I stabbed him.
This room has told me all I need to know.
This place was a beginning for me, and an end for Rudjek. The arrow marked both of those things. After I stabbed that bastard, things went dark. When I came back to myself, Rudjek was dead. Rudjek's body should have been left to rot. He has been laid to rest with respect by someone who wanted him to enter the Duat prepared. Whoever buried him also left this heron mummy to honor Rudjek with his god's damned namesake in the afterlife. They then returned here to pay respect to Rudjek, if these candles are any indication. No matter what, I know Rudjek's heart was found lacking. That bastard suffers in the afterlife, no matter what was done here. I will be judged one day, but I do not regret my actions. The feather will always be lighter than my heart.
Boom. Yeah.
No deal.
You are either very brave or very foolish, setting foot back here.
Nefertari, isn't it? 1,000 blessings are long overdue.
Bastard! Naked ear that!
That was Rujek's wife. Did you expect anything less? This way, Bayek. And bring along your 1,000 blessings. You will need them.
I feel bad for her. But it had to be done.
You look well. Better than the last time I found you. Are you just better at killing now?
Rujek was only the beginning.
Yes, your hunt. The heron.
Where are you taking me?
To make amends with Anubis.
Amends? I do not know what you're talking about.
Of course. How could you? You left the moment you woke. You know all the natron for Egypt is collected here. We send it mostly to Memphis to cover the bodies of the dead.
Look at me. No, you're unwell.
Natron has other uses, though. I could use it to disinfect a wound. Or wash the stains of blood off my hands, for example. It looks better, Neb. I will have one of my aides bring something for the pain.
And my brother?
Recovering. He needs rest.
You do not need to remind me. Why are so many of your people ailing?
Because Anubis is displeased. Ever since you left, the torches by his shrines have lost their flame. We are no longer protected.
From what? The wrath of Anubis?
Whatever it is, we have suffered grave injuries trying to reignite them. Some have even vanished. It has become clear that Anubis demands your appeal and yours alone.
Ha! Babe!
I'll ignite the torches and end this curse, or omen, or whatever it is.
You would do well to, if you ever hope to appease Anubis and gain my pardon. Sophia, give some frankincense to the men at the pool, would you? I don't need to tell you to be careful. There are 3 shrines. One to the south, one atop the natural well, and one inside the bent pyramid. You know your way to that one.
One of the torches of Anubis should be here. This torch has fallen over. Where's the head? This fence is broken. Was there a struggle? blood here. Someone fell, or was pushed. If Atari was not exaggerating, this one died trying to light the torch. There's the torch head. It must have fallen from the ledge when the torch was tipped over.
Jumps.
This should do it. All I need to do now is light it.
Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. Here's what let us broke off. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name.
That was no simple task. There are other forces at work here.
Yeah. Whoa. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name.
That is the last torch. I should return to Nefertari.
Whoa. Whoa.
What news do you bring?
The torch is burned with a relentless flame.
Then I pray Anubis will grant us pardon.
There were charms left beside each one. Does that mean anything to you?
Beside the torches,
Most likely to ward off the omen.
I will keep my eyes open. In the meantime, some rebels nearby need treatment. I normally make the trips, but I am needed here. Sufia has offered to go in my place, but only if you escort her.
It will be done.
Bayek, I hope this hunt of yours ends soon, before you cannot return from what you have become.
Have you come to see me about the rebels? We don't make the trips until sundown. Come see me then by the northern entrance. Good to see you, Namrud.
Nefertari sent reinforcements, I see.
His name is Bayek, a dear friend of Nefertari's. I've asked him to come along and he graciously accepted.
I suppose we all do.
I hear you are in some trouble. I owe a favor to Nefertari.
If it's as you say, follow me and stay close. We've got quite a journey ahead. The path to the mine was clear, but that doesn't mean it will be on the way back. Be ready for anything.
You seem uneasy, Namrud. Why the hesitance?
I don't like straying from the plan. These lands are teeming with dangers. Bandits, soldiers, the wild. It's why we make the trips at night. Helps avoid trouble.
Where are you camped?
In an abandoned fort to the west. Our point of retreat.
Retreat from what?
An attack on a nearby encampment. There were more soldiers than we thought. Lost a lot of good men.
How many wounded?
Enough. That's why being close to the mine is so important. The healers work wonders. We are lucky Nefertari allows these deals. She has a pure heart, risks her neck. The mine belongs to the regime after all.
Whoa. Whoa.
I will set up. Bayek, follow Namrud. He will show you what to do.
These men, move them to the rear, by the kilns. This way, we will line them up. It will be easier for Sufia.
Your band is much smaller than I imagined.
Small, but united. We fight for one another. I am merely one of them, spared by the gods this time.
Careful!
Cold. I am so cold.
Their wounds are severe, but they'll live if Sufia is anything like Nefertari.
You and Nefertari are old friends.
Something like that. She saved my life after I killed Rudjek.
You are the one that killed Rudjek, huh? I cannot believe it. By the gods, the brazier! The fire will alert the regime! They have found us!
Rebels! Move in! Leave none alive! Archers! Ready your arrows! Kill the wounded last! It is useless to fight. You are outmatched. Lay down your weapons, and we will make it quick.
I would rather stick my sword down your throat.
Those who oppose Ptolemy's reign die.
Those who fight me die.
This one fights alongside these rebels. A fool's choice.
It's Sufia. She lit the brazier. Why would she draw the soldiers to us? I will go check on the others. Go do something about
Back
Sufia.
off! You are a murderer!
Talk! The omens. It was you. Why?
Rujek, I loved him! He promised me a better life! You took him from me!
Now I see. You're Rujek's mistress. Well, your fucking lava killed my son! I feel nothing for you!
You are meant to die! Ah!
What a shame. Such a pretty girl. There's no room for pretty in our war.
Death drives us to do things we regret.
She tricked us both.
Your men?
The pile of dead gets bigger. We will treat the survivors. No time to fetch another healer. Your past follows you, Bayek. You best be on your way.
Here!
Keep back! This doesn't concern any of you. Carry on with whatever it is you do.
Another murder. Amun. How horrible.
Are you the Philakitai?
Yes. Try not to trample the scene. My job is hard enough as it is.
My apologies. As a protector, I am attracted to such scenes.
A fellow protector? Ah, yes, I see your badge. You are a Magi. From the old kingdom? Wow. Forgive me, this gruesome business has us all on edge. Huh? This is the latest in a series of chilling ritual murders by Wadjet cultists. To be honest, I'm a little out of my depth.
I may be of some use to you. I am not unfamiliar with murder scenes.
Perhaps you could help investigate. The cultists usually leave a message. I haven't figured it out yet. We could check the temple.
You said there have been other murders.
The cultists are murdering temple acolytes, public figures in Karanis. No one knows why. Anyone could be their next target. The Greeks are terrified. They're saying locals are involved and are calling for blood. The timing is inconvenient. Years of work building over the poorly constructed Egyptian temple. Endless delays and problems. Now this. There is a lot of pressure to solve this. But please, take your time. Enjoy them.
This is a lot of blood. Someone was bound and tortured here, in front of the statue. And by the signs, they were cut up badly, then dragged outside.
It must have been the poor acolyte. There was no one else here. Why did they do this?
A Greek god where an Egyptian god once stood. This would make some in Egypt very angry. Someone has smeared the god with green paint. The head has also been covered. Wait, something else is up there. Serapis' face is hidden and defaced with more green paint. The green mask of Wadjet has been placed here. Wadjet is goddess protector of Upper and Lower Egypt. Someone is making a clear statement. But how did they get up here carrying all of this? Amun. This is written in blood. It is still wet. The murderers are going to kill the High Priest next. We have to find him. The Phylakitai should know where he is. Phylakitai, I found the cultist message. They're going to kill your High Priest next.
The High Priest? By Serapis, no. Karani's spirit will die if he does.
We need to find him. Where is he? Think, Phylakitai!
His villa is nearby. I know of a spot overlooking it from a safe distance. This way. We can see the whole area from the temple wall.
Your temple is the reason for this trouble. It is a bitterness for the locals.
That's absurd. It has increased industry and trade. Everyone has benefited.
Your dead acolyte and High Priest may not agree.
Gods, the trouble I'll get if the High Priest lies dead. We must hurry. That's the High Priest. Those men have him surrounded. You must help him.
Quickly, get to the main entrance and ask when I pay.
I can take him down.
going to sacrifice me.
You are safe now. It is fortunate you are not at the temple. You would already be dead.
Serapis, they would have butchered me. These Egyptians are prayerless demons and not men.
It was an Egyptian who saved you, priest. Remember that when you pray and give thanks. We Medjay protect all, regardless of their class.
I came as soon as the fighting began. I see I am too late. Thank you for your help, Medjay. It certainly made my work here easier.
You have interesting timing. What do you know of these bandits?
Egyptians unhappy with the Greeks here. Who knows what holes they crawl from? Seeing a Greek god in place of their own incensed them, no doubt.
Understandably. You have not seen the last of such trouble, I think. The Ptolemies tend to divide us at times.
Sadly, I agree. Greece has brought Egypt much wealth, yet some resist all progress.
This depends on your idea of progress. Progress for Egypt or for Greece. Farewell, Philakitai. Next time you protect, remember my code.
Τι πλέον μέλους
Πάμε.
ώρα. Θέαμα ξένων γύριστο. Που ταλμών βάσανο. Αρίστος, επιβορβόρου. Πού θέλει του ήλου σου. Πού μη ευρύσεις. Τι έστειν τούτον. Είναι χερουβίνες.